Good morning, guys. Just getting out after it again, nice and early. Well, what was it? It's 5 a.m. Might not be early for some of you guys. Some of you guys might not even want to wake up till like 8 o'clock, and I don't blame you. So, if I didn't like chasing fish as much as I do, I'd probably be asleep too, because I only slept like 4 hours. But that's what happens. I mean, I get my little bit of sleep in after doing my stuff for the day, and technically I have a harder time sleeping if I don't go fishing. So I don't know if any of you guys have that problem as far as getting up and going to work is like, you just can't get it done. It's a lot harder, sluggish. You'd rather sleep till noon. But fishing, you can't sleep for nothing, and you got to get up as soon as the alarm clock's off. That's basically how I am. It's an interesting world. But yeah, so we're going to be out there chasing some panfish again today. I know a lot of people don't like chasing them as much as I do. It's just one of my passions. It tends to be my favorite fish. I target all species. Anything that'll pull drag is fun. That's kind of why I fish ultralight. I know a lot of guys will just fish real heavy gear so they can just muscle all their fish in, but I think that takes away from the fun. And with panfish, it's a lot harder to find yourself a 10-inch gill than it'll ever be to find a 5 to 7 pound walleye, or bass for that matter. Well, no, 7-pound bass is pretty big, but if you're seeing this, we got on some fish. Looks like I got them a little bit more active now. I'm going to switch up bait presentation. That could be a simple thing that you can do. Could be the same bait, just presented slightly different, and that's what turns them on. Got somebody irritated, ready to go. Here he comes. There you go. All it took was switching that bait around. I know somebody was wondering how big these gills were. I can promise that's almost an 8. Yep. See, that's 8 inches right there. And that's his nose. So, that's an 8-incher. It's pretty easy to tell, like, if I put him... So he's almost to the end of my index finger, and then about 3 inches up my wrist. If a 10-incher was here, he'd be like right here. So that's a good gill anywhere you go. Looked like a couple bigger fish came in above the weeds, or it might be one big fish. It's hard to tell. I got one to come up. Oh, he lifted me. And he stole my bait. Try the bulky approach, maybe it'll eat it a little bit better. I know it sucks sitting in the shack like this, but it's really windy outside. I actually have my shack anchored right now.
Here comes a nice big mark. Well, moving fast anyways. Doesn't feel dinky, but he's not monstrous. A 7-incher. But he took the big offering. If I didn't have this bullwhip, this sensitive rod like this, I definitely wouldn't be seeing these bites. So if you don't have a noodle rod already, you should probably pick one up if you're looking for hard pressure bites like today. Temperatures dropping, barometers climbing. Technically, it would be a bad day on the ice if you were to just look at the weather and judge it by that. Okay, so we're gonna go with a little bit bigger bait today. See if we can get those monsters active. The big thing is a lot of times when I'm using that, I tend to pick up those pesky northern pike. But the lake I'm in right now, it's not so many pesky ones as just monsters that like to eat everything. So, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. It's fun on the pole, but I don't like losing my lures. Or retying for that matter. So, let's keep our fingers crossed for just big bluegills. Here comes one right now. Let's see how big he is. Little backbone to this one. Oh, the Rocco. That's a pretty big one too. These guys normally don't leave the safety of the weeds. Apparently, when they're that big, they don't care. Interesting fish. Can be a menace. What view do you guys enjoy the most? I mean, obviously that's stationary. I could put you on a tripod. There's obviously the chesty and then my head, which you were just on. Personally, I like to see the first person view because it kind of gives you an idea of what the person's looking at. But you let me know. Give me some ideas. I'm always looking for new ways to shoot. And sorry if you're wobbling all over the place there. It's really windy out today. That's why I'm inside the shack. Had a guy coming up. Oh. Got him. I don't think this is the one that actually came up either. I was still watching that line go down when this guy hit. Little guys stealing the thunder.
I really need to get bigger cards for that GoPro. It just filled up. I believe this is about a 9. Well, and actually, in fact, I have my tape measure, so if you give me 1 second. Nope, about 8 even. Pretty fish nonetheless. I'm gonna get the release on this girl.